So about black comedians, right? You know, it's past the prime of like Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence.
Right.
Like to me, I feel like it's the white comedians' time right now. Between Louis C.K., Dave Attell,
Bill Burr,
everyone else, right? They're just smashing the game.
right?
What's your opinion about Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart is the biggest comic, not just black comic, but the biggest comic today in the world.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about him? Like, do you like his comedy?
I liked his earlier stuff, but to see what he is now, I feel as if it's mostly stories. Not that there's anything wrong with stories. I just wouldn't say he's the best storyteller. I can name a bunch of storytellers that are better than him, such as John Mulaney, Tom Segura, even Louis. Like, Louis is an all-around versatile comedian. So
do you feel like black comics now, I feel like it's becoming scarce. I think they went through the whole Chris Tucker, man, you know what I'm saying? Where they're using like actions and colloquialisms and even just like vocal cues. You know what I mean?
right.
And I think I belong to a faction where I feel like his stand-up is not funny. But him hosting, or like when you see that Conan O'Brien thing he did with Ice Cube and the driver, I think like Kevin Hart is funny naturally. But as a stand-up, I don't know if I feel his stand-up. But I think he's funny as a host and just a person to watch.
To me, he's like the black version of Robin Williams, where it's just like, yeah, I will watch him on stage, but I would 10 times out of 10 watch him in a movie rather than watch a stand-up set from him, you know?
Right. So, I don't even like his movies, but I like him, like Comedy Central roasts.
Oh, yeah.
Like he did such an amazing job doing the Justin Bieber roast. I thought that was pretty spot on, and like, you know, like I said, that whole skit with Conan, he was just being naturally funny.
Yeah. And what were you about to say?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, like, Kevin Hart is like a guy that I think of, and the reason why he's probably number one right now is because Patrice passed away back in 2011, and if anything, that was up for the taking for him as another black comic to be like right there with Kevin Hart.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be contrarian. I think Patrice would have taken longer because he's such the true artiste type of black comic, you know, from Boston then to New York. I think they would have shined on both ends. Like this is the more commercial one, and this is more indie.
Right.
But I see what you're saying.